doesn't say specifically.
Doesn't ask him if he's driving, none of that in there? I mean, really?
Yeah, he did have the vehicle in drive with his foot on the brake and was unconscious. But in regards to the location aspect of it, there's nothing further stated on that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to find no probable cause. I can't just go forward with assumptions here, you know? Mr. Cleary, be safe, man. We have every single day. Look, this weekend, how many people died on the road here in Harris County? Really, be smart.
Thank you.
You have but one life. Don't do something where you either ruin your life or more importantly, ruin someone else's life. Okay?
I appreciate
Please
that.
take a seat for me, sir. I'm going to find no probable cause.
All right, Judge, next is case 4, Door, Adam.
Mr. Dory, you're charged with assault with a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Officer was dispatched to a disturbance. The complainant and the defendant are in a dating relationship. The complainant stated the defendant shoved her multiple times with his elbow and also grabbed her arm, causing pain. The officer observed the complainant to have a scratch on her chin, scratches on her arm, and a large purple bruise on her right arm.
We know that he hit her. Do we know?
So the complainant stated the defendant shoved her multiple times with his elbow and also grabbed her arm, causing pain.
All right, Mr. Doran, we're going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. This case is 1,139 days old. If you take off again, I'm going to make the bond so high, you'll have hair falling out. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
As it stands now, I'm going to put an ankle monitor on you so I know where you are at all times. You will have a GPS monitor. I am now also issuing a protective order that you're not to have any contact with this person whatsoever. Ms. Ray Perez is now a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit and act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, be in possession of a weapon, or go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you violate this protective order, the state can and will file a violation protective order. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. Do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir.
What are you doing about that?
We need to find one.
Okay, we will give you time. I'm telling you now, I'm fast tracking this to trial. In 30 days, is discovery complete?
Discovery, it looks like we are missing some photos potentially, but besides that, discovery is.
If you can try to get on it. I'm 30 days, I'm putting this case to trial. Do you understand? It would behoove you to immediately go out there and start trying to find a lawyer. I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, you'll get with Felicia for your bond conditions. I'm going to have you take a seat while we create all the documents. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Like this way. Go ahead and sign for the service.
Yeah, original one. Yeah, you're getting,
Yeah, I want one now.
and no changes, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you have one or do you need one?
There's only one system.
There's one? Okay, great.
Go ahead and sign for the original policy. What's your question?
I just need them to file it, because I don't know if the address is.
Ladies, do you mind filing a new MOA, please?
Sorry, Your
I'm filing a MOA in this case.
Honor. Yes, absolutely, Your Honor.
In here as well. But I think we'll say. So the first. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Because I've been recorded with this already.
Right, I understand, but it's something. I was saying that I thought something.
Shit.
Mr. Dixon,
Yes, ma'am.
you have on docket today McIntosh,
Yes, ma'am.
set for ratings today. You want to go ahead and look for it?
Yes, ma'am.
Page 17, McIntosh.
McIntosh. That's the only reason behind this. Yeah, it's, and he's gonna change, just don't know yet. I just want to see if he has any. Yeah.
Counsel, you're. Yes, sir.
I'll get this.
I'm going to say yes, sir.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mr. McIntosh, you're charged, you're on bond for a theft. You've now picked up a new theft. On the new case, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 6, 2025, an officer was dispatched to a shoplifting call at Walmart in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the asset protection staff. The complainant stated that he recognized the defendant from a previous encounter. The complainant observed the defendant grab multiple items and attempted to leave the store, passing all points of sale without attempting to pay. Defendant stated he owned a Purple Heart Veterans discount and therefore the amount
That
stolen.
was the first theft, right? I remember that from the first one. That's 254, right?
Right, so, no, this is 255. So maybe similar facts.
Then that's the exact, then that must be the exact same as the first one.
Let me check.
It's.
Right. Yeah, that's my thought. So the older theft is from December 16th, 2024.
Right.
And that was from Melrose, and this is from a Walmart, and this is on March 6, 2025. I'm not seeing anything on the previous theft regarding the Purple Heart discount.
Okay.
Would you like me to start over?
Just so, to Walmart and how much?
$283.62.
Judge, if you can recall, this is the young man that you had granted a pretrial, you had given a bond for him. You had me to talk to his mother to see if his mother would have a place for him to stay. And she said yes, providing that he puts up an effort to try to get a job and et cetera.
Oh, I remember that. Okay. But he now picked up a new case.
Now, he had.
Have we addressed that since the new?
Yeah, we addressed it. We knew that he had picked up another case. That's why you were upset that he had picked up another case while he was on bond for the previous theft. But the court was kind enough to still give him a bond because I had spoken with the mother, and the mother informed me that he could stay there and until such time that he.
Why are we doing another arraignment then
Right.
today?
Yeah, bond conditions have already been set for this.
Why are we doing a arraignment? Is today just a regular setting then? I'm showing them both set for,
Know that they were signed. Door? Okay, yes, Judge, I guess it was just a regular setting. He
Don't-
had a PR bond, and on the
Right.
bond, it had today's date of billing.
if you pick up a third case, I'm going to absolutely lose it. Do you understand?
Yes, Your
You
Honor.
must get a job or be in school full-time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do not use any illegal drugs. If I find that you're using, I will lock you up. Do you understand? We've given you now 2 PR bonds on the first one, 1 PR bond on the second case. That's 3 PR bonds. You will not get another one. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
In the next couple weeks, I'm going to send you for a drug test. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. Okay, so I guess let's set this case out for a couple weeks because I want to know what he's done to get a job. I'm setting your case out for 1 to 2 weeks. I want to see what you have done to get a job. If you have done nothing, if you come here and show me that you have not filled out at least 10 to 15 applications for a job somewhere, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so 1 to 2 weeks, you're going to get tested when you come back.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lee, thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Marcus,
Hey,
right?
Judge, yes, approach on Mr. Perez, it's an arraignment.
Page 20.
May I call him up?
Yeah, please.
Ricardo Perez.
Is this all you have today, Marcus?
No, I've got other ones I need to talk to you about.
What is the case number?
It is 255-6010.
Buenos días, señor. Nomás conteste.
Perez, you are charged with assault, bodily injury. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay. Hi, Anthony. Good morning.
On March 16th,
El 16 de marzo
2025,
2020,
officers were dispatched to an assault with injuries located at 4,000 Hollister in Harris County, Texas. The officers were unable to speak with the complainant because his injuries caused him to be unconscious.
Estaba inconsciente.
Officers reviewed surveillance, which showed that the defendant pushed down the complainant with both of his hands, causing the complainant to hit his head first on the concrete.
Su cabeza en el concreto.
It also showed the complainant to be unconscious.
Estaba inconsciente.
The defendant was identified through a witness who called him out on the scene and identified him. And the defendant matched the person in the surveillance
Where
footage.
was this? Is it at a bar? You're drinking? What?
It doesn't state, it just gives an address.
I believe it was at an apartment complex where he resides. My understanding, I guess we'll see what the surveillance shows.
Mr. Perez, I'm going to find if there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I want you to understand that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my city at all costs. This is now your second assault within the last 1.5 to 2 years. If I find that you so much as put hands on any single person, I'm going to lock you up. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they will put a detainer on you. Do you understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or prescribed controlled medication. I'm going to write you. If I find that you're using likewise, I will put you in jail.
Lo voy a encarcelar.
You're ordered not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of any weapons, or not to go within 200 feet of where he lives or where he works. For now, I will have you go to Ramona, to Victoria to sign a reset. After that, I'll get you with Felicia for your bond conditions. Be careful. You are skirting extremely thin ice. Do you understand? If that ice cracks, your butt's gonna freeze. Come on.
This way.
All
I'm going to adjust my other,
Come on.
I have about 3 others. Cruz, Jose Cruz.
Okay.
We submitted the PT application mitigation and the TRAS. We're just waiting on, it was approved, we're waiting on the contract.
Okay, so let's set it 2 weeks for you to get everything done.
Okay. Can I waive my client's appearance?
Yeah, if he doesn't have everything done though, then he's got to be here because it's an old case.
Okay, he's here today.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll waive it as long as he's, got everything done. They're ready to file the supervision order and,
Perfect.
okay,
Next one is Guevara, Guevara, Jose.
okay.
We're waiting on approval. We submitted the PTA application and mitigation on Friday. This is the one that we had talked like a week ago, that we just found out he needed it, so we submitted everything. We're waiting on approval.
Okay, I guess let's do it again. We'll give it another week.
2 weeks?
No, 1 week.
1 week.
It's 250 days.
Okay, and then the last
Same
one,
thing, it'll be waived if it's not approved or denied by the next one, then I'll send an email myself because it's, yeah. Okay.
my last one is Diego Gonzalez. Again, same situation. Last time we were here, Judge, I was emailing back and forth with Ashley. Initially, she had said he's denied because he
Right, the
he
no
didn't have
insurance did,
insurance. And I said,
correct.
no, he does have insurance. And Geico's been trying to get a hold of the CW. And even the DAs are having a hard time getting a hold of the CW. So I'm waiting to hear from her.
I did give her and you gave it in.
I emailed her both.
Great.
Yes, I emailed her the letter from Geico and insurance.
Let's give it a week also to see if she approves or denies. Same
Great,
thing.
that's all I got. Thank you, Judge. May I be excused? Thanks.
This is an off-docket matter. It's just really quick that I want to bring to your attention. Jonathan Lopez, you scheduled him for a TRAS. He refused to do the TRAS. We're due back in court on Monday. I'm not sure if you wanted to put him on docket sooner to address it. Cause number is, second, 255-5478.
This is the one you're on the BPO with unfair right now. Address.
Okay, no, just,
We're okay for Monday? Sure. Okay, I just wanted to bring it to your attention.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
I'll talk to you.
Okay, thank you. May I be excused?
See, I knew it. I'm clairvoyant. I said Ramona. I'm kidding. Ramona, was that it for arraignments or do we have more? Do you know?
Judge, I'm not sure, who's the last one?
The last one was Perez.
Feels good. Yeah, she-
Adrian Hernandez? Oh. Okay. Judge, have you talked to Perez, Ricardo Perez?
We just did that one.
Yeah, we just did.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's all they were.
Who's Perkins?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Hi, I have Mr. Christopher Allen on docket. The state just filed a dismissal on his case. I just want to let you know.
State what?
Filed a dismissal.
Got it. Okay, I'll sign it for you.
All right, thank you,
Is he
Judge.
here or no?
Yeah, he is in the gallery.
Got it. Okay, we'll give him a copy then.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty, have a good one.
Mr. Dorr took off without saying, hey, Mr. Dorr. No. Try to get a hold of Mr. Dorr. He left without signing his mower.
Oh, yes.
Please.
Somebody with his body down.
Like you said that, we're gonna get far, you look for the next one.
Resets for your.
It could be all over, because of the trees, for more modern and what's others.
So there's already one, like a band. Or is it you?
No, it would be, it should be, if one's in the band and not the email, that's fine.
Yes.
You have to do some white piece, like, you know, way in the beginning. I'm usually go. First, you gotta take a couple of images. Months, and then page reset. The page reset. So it's like. Page reset, and then snap it. You don't have to entry, it's an old entry.
Yes. Did you ready to go to? The image.
Yes, images can be reset. It's in there, it goes to us. Yeah, so we're gonna do, we're extradition. Okay, I will say one is not signed and one isn't.
So one.
The only difference is the waiver is the waiver extradition would be better, the waiver would be usually the plea bond. The refusal is easy. You just come in and
It's on the way. 102. If you're approaching. She'll be fine. No, but.
A lot of information on it because there's a lot we can do.
This board right here for you. But you weren't on the same page.
Oh, shit. But, the sign would be bad. What sounds all about it. Yes, and usually the magistrate signs things there. Yes. The defendant always signs the PC part. They don't sign when they do the clear in the back. I've had it to where sometimes nothing signed. Sign it in the nose, now it should be leave, some stuff, and figure it out, and then just figure it out. It's not signed. Or that, and saying, sign the, this. Yeah.
Yes.
You got any state laws? You got, okay.
Perez?
Empecé por mañana, con sus hermanos, hablaba con la mensaje de dentro, porque no sé si necesito sacar con esa no, para si cuando no necesita el mensaje de saber
Okay, come on then.
Did you want the Monday after?
Yeah.
Did you get a copy of it?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
There's no guarantee that she'll work, so you can't call them in.
Mr. Robinson?
I'll confirm with you. In the morning. Yeah, Williamson.
I like it.
Yes, there's no for responsibilities. No, cuando el mensaje es.
Reports the plea that we took 2 weeks ago, but we held off for this today because we wanted him to come back in to see if we can deserves his fees waived. So we set it for a jam. One of the entries have been made, but everything's signed, so I'm planning on. Is there a fear? I don't know if his attorney.
Who's the one?
Madrid.
Oh, Mario. Okay,
Mario.
we'll wait, we'll see. Okay.
Yeah, so I tried to read it out again. Can't, I'll have to that. But I don't know, because you just want to.
It's a second.
Okay, first, yeah. Yeah, we had spoken to her before, but you let her know, that I wanted to speak to Dana again to make sure that you're going to be here. All right, there you go.
Thank you.
I know, that was very
Sisters.
So.
Oh, so much. I'm thinking of seeing. Because he'll have to take pill, clean it in her here. So not the All right. It's just. Yes.
Alicia,
Yes, Judge.
door should be at,
Yes.
right, so they should be able to,
There, and then I also sent him a message.
okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. It's a dangerous.
Yes, so I'm gonna walk through to your ass. Okay, cool. I'm just letting you know. It was a great time. Feels good. So though, yes. With that. You could do yeah, that's not. No, you agree. Or I say you see.
You already know. Oh, I thought it was fucking much. No, you already did. All right. Counsel, for reset.
That's a law. There's no zoning. And it's not percent. Sure.
I'm really worried about her. I don't think it's what you really like you had. Okay. Counsel for reset.
Well, they haven't. Good morning, I'm Daniel Melgar. You've approved the plan. We're doing a walk. Do that. I'll email and
You mix it all, yeah.
I would just sort of. Judgment approach.
Hey, Cousin,
Daniel Melgar.
what's it?
So Judge Daniel Melgar was approved for PTI over the weekend. We're doing a walkthrough TRAS right now. Just wanted to see if we could waive his appearance on the next setting if you get the contract and everything signed.
I mean, if everything's done, yes.
Okay,
Because it's 217.
understood,
If he's not got everything done by the next setting, he's got to be here.
understood.
I'll waive it if he's got it done.
Fair enough. Thanks, Judge. Daniel, come on up.
How long does it take to get back the results for a TRS?
3 days. Unless they have like mental health issues, there's things about it on there.
So we'll say 3 days to get back, to get to everyone here. So do 3 weeks then, you know, just.
You have to be doing so, unless everything's not, it should always share.
But I just wanted to give it to you, I just so it is easy. Yeah. And yeah, it is to me. Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna lie, but just now that you showed it, but I was just gonna give it to you.
That's the motion.
Two cases, one from. And then one from Tracy.
Yeah, you saw it on the.
So when you walk out.
Yeah.
She was. To the grade, run over the wall.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. Block your hand. And then push them like that. That's either what you make that assumption, that was a bad.
Hey, Jorge Gomez, check out.
Yes, Judge.
Hey, I need him in the jury box.
Oh, no, I have to run. No, Judge. Like, yeah, I saw the video.
He's supposed to be here. If he's not here, then bonds revoked.
He still has like the original BVR, but there's one that was emailed today that's not valid. That the case manager reached out again saying that she was mistaken. Because he has the new law violation, and then there was one filed this morning about the positive result, but we have already addressed that. It was just the lab confirmation, so they didn't see my note originally. Yes, that was the original one we had on docket, but I just wanted to clarify the one that came in today, is null and void.
Judge, did you want to do VCRs? I'm sorry, not the
Just,
Yeah.
First one is things two. Carabio, Miguel.
how many do we have?
Yeah, you only get some, there's low endings and stuff. Those are the originals.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
Have the ability to hire a lawyer?
I do. The only thing is, they're way more expensive than it would be to just pay off what I owe the county.
I mean, how much does he owe? It's a theft by check.
$141 in the, oh, wait. So one check was written for $1,377.63, and then one was written for $141.13.
HEB?
The tax assessors, Harris County tax assessor.
I'll give you a lawyer today. That way you don't have to just start wasting a bunch of money. Do you mind appointing a lawyer?
Yes.
So just hang tight. I'll give you a lawyer here momentarily, okay?
I'll get on
Please.
this time a little bit.
Yeah.
Right this way.
Did you put an offer on the case?
There is no offer on the case
Do you
yet.
mind?
Yeah.
Please.
All right, go ahead and sign for your son, please. It's just language, so I speak with an attorney as signed. All right, go ahead and have a seat in the jury box behind you. All right, Judge, next is page 7 and 8. Fraser, come on up. Trayvon.
I can just check the flag. Okay.
Marcos is just here. He has a BVR.
Page 25, Wilson, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Do you have a lawyer today?
She just reached back to me this morning, so she told me she's gonna contact me this evening when she get done with court.
Hired her?
I just got in touch with her. Like, I've been reaching out to her, but she just responded.
Okay. Do you want more time?
Yeah.
Okay. Head on over to Victoria. We'll give you more time.
Judge, that's it for now.
Mr. Wilson, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yeah, but my whole thing was, I was like,
Hey, dude, I'm not here to talk about the case.
yeah,
I'm just your lawyer. That's all we're talking about.
yes, sir.
Okay, you got it.
One, signing this section. No, you're gonna be $30 in the back room. No, it was for after it's done. Do you have anybody else? Counsel for reset.
Email other. We did not share. You see for almost.
Did you ever hear back from about Montanez? About that video?
Yes, so I reached out and tried to get more information on it. I could only get non-confirmed if I did one, so it's 19 was, and so I didn't see that it would, none of the medications provided was extra, you've got to cut this, however, none of our these managers or anyone other joint is certified to state that as a fact. We'll
put it on docket.
Sorry, Judge, I meant to tell you
That's
about
okay.
that, but I was trying to see if I could get something more concrete.
Well, they can recommend. Or we get approached, that was the other chair.
I mean, we have to look for the topic. So doing, even watching the role of this culture from the other members of the planning, but in the county, so manager, program, believe they can help you stay with it. Spring and then spring and working there, it doesn't have anything to do the line of the back to everything and through the cross.
So if. I'm here for whatever part is here. Fill up here, put this up. How do you shoot back? I think much for the. I don't even say you on that. Go back there. I see. Access for that. This is what I'm about. It's the.
Here, you need me?
Yes, good morning,
Hey,
Judge.
good morning.
Jonathan Payton on docket. He just went for drug testing and passed.
Negative, Judge.
Thanks. Okay, we're just giving normal resident.
Okay, great. And then he's in a Woodland school. He's at Sterling High School senior. And so his mom's here too. So we're gonna just get him through this. So, all right, thanks, Judge.
What's up, man?
Oh, yeah, it's on that.
Yes, you did. Saying, what's up there?
Okay, sorry, I thought I heard you say that. Okay, you provided proof of intervention.
Yes, man. I told you about our dispatch. No. The 996 was like.
Alright.
So this is before I spent a lot of time. That is a very, very interesting.
Hey, Hugh.
If you're at the block and you have someone in the so in English, you say hi, they say goodbye. I feel like a word from adios, yeah. It is very interesting, very easy how to use that. Greeting. And it took a very long time. I would be saying a lot of that, she's saying adios. Yeah, it's great.
I actually really started to enjoy about 3 years ago. School. They're not very fun.
Okay, and then you said the state's gonna eat out? Okay.
Hey, Judge. I'm here on Destiny Perkins.
Page 21.
Thanks. Okay.
Judge, I'm just asking for a week. I'm still getting together the mitigation packet.
Okay. If it's not done, she's got to be here, okay?
Sounds good.
Judge House 331 through April 3rd.
What day next week do you want? You pick it except for Friday.
The 2nd's fine.
What day did you say?
The 2nd.
April 2nd.
Okay, you got it, dude. Have fun.
Thank you, Judge.
It's a lot of DWI and so she's positive.
I said it's fine. So it's not very fun.
I can give you things. Do you want to call them? She's never taken
Going outside.
Do you want to sign her?
Sure, yes.
And that'll, I literally say, it's easy to move on and see about that. So that was an apology. So let them just get you.
I'm not gonna, but it doesn't work out. Oh, okay. It's my first one. It's okay. I have only, if you have a small child, you can get a lot. If I get my certificate, that was just some. The other stations. I literally, I volunteered. Dude, no, I'm not. I'm not sitting there. Youngster, I'm not taking your seat. I'm not sitting. Oh, you Mr. B. Yeah, you are the man. You, Mr. B, was signed. No, you're not. I'm talking about milk. No, sir. You look the beer. You all you do. Here's going to be this right here. Is he aware that you can read application. Control funding ability. And I also want to take a look at. Did it?
Because I had that situation where I'll be trying to.
So it's a. I don't.
Hi, Ray.
I just sent you an email on that. Danielle. Yeah. We had addressed it before. Yeah, it was, you sent him to get a drug test on the first BVR. And then it came back positive for opioids, I think. And they said they wanted to send it to a lab. I provided a list of the medications. And then they submitted that second BVR with all that stuff and saying that he did provide his list of medications.
For who?
Janiel.
Oh, is it Montanil?
Yes, yes,
Is it Montanil?
yeah. Montanil's master.
Yeah, so we were waiting for the lab results to come back and they have come back.
We knew there was a presumptive positive.
Yes, that presumptive came back.
Here she's testing positive for alcohol, right?
No, just opioids. It's a he.
Oh, I was thinking someone else. Well, one of those that she's taking tests positive for.
I think several of them do. And just a presumptive look at it, when I first looked at it, it was the antipsychotic ones that would give false tests, as far as that's concerned.
Is there just no one at pretrial that can address
None of
this?
us that go.
Not you guys, I know you, but there's no, like,
No, we would have to, not even our drug technicians. I reached out to my supervisor regarding it. And to confirm that, we'd have to get someone who's certified or someone from Abraham.
okay, I'll speak to you now then. Let me reply to all you guys and then I'm gonna bring someone else in as well. Let's see.
So it's not a
Thank you,
So I'll send this email and we'll just stay in touch and then we'll see what they say.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out to the higher ups to see, hey, do we have any, I mean, I can't believe that we don't have anyone that would be able to.
To say one way or the other.
Right,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm trying to pull up the picture I have, but it won't pull up for some reason. But yeah, there are I think one or two of the medications that he takes can give presumptive false positives.
If that's the case, then of course we're not going to deem it.
Right.
See,
Okay, so do you want to leave them on for Friday or do we want to just hold off?
let's hold off for
Okay,
the original date for now. Let me see what.
see what they come, okay. All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, your question. I just talked with Robert. Sure. I mean, I'm following that.
Last time you spoke.
Yeah.
It's not like it's.
She could just be sitting.
Yeah, no, but nothing concerned, I don't like to just kind of.
Or she could take it on.
It does it. No, she's there, and she tried to test, but she. Let's provide some more the first time, so they're waiting.
They don't want them. She gets stuff like that. It's damn without.
Right.
Okay, we'll leave it.
Okay.
Matt, I need to talk to you. You upset?
Yeah.
Okay, I said we would reach out once she got back, you go to trust. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
So you know, like, maybe in trial. Where? On the floor. No, dude. It's a regular number. Regular. Yeah, it's kind of a, inverse. That's not a good thing to spread out. That's why
I'm gonna tell you.
unless. Yeah. Oh, I'm still in. So I'm just gonna just together, like Harvard Japanese meetings. Yes. But I'm tired and so the whole thing sort of.
Yeah, there's no one in our department that is able to do that. So for the BDR, I don't know. So he said that the judge needs confirmation that, so he might even help. The judge of this company. Those are the only people that can speak on that. Okay, let me put that in, he's not, so it's right here. I'm gonna tell him when he gets back. This is your case, I'm putting it all. Is that the, yeah. My mom wants it.
Waiting on you.
What is the name of the Abraham. ABR, thank you, help. ABR, help,
Yeah. So we know when.
Come on. It's all been nice. Okay. Defense counsel is saying this department. I don't know. Just outside of it.
You're talking to you over here? Huh? I was gonna number ask for
I'll get it a little bit. Thanks,
Yes, I can get me.
I appreciate it.
All right.
I'm gonna go look at them.
You need to. No, I'm not sitting there going through. I'll say the same. So about right.
So that's very bad. Where's your AC? Sure.
So that 240 problem. They try to just 437.
Yeah, so I'm working on it.
Already the.
Yeah, I want to make sure there's not anything else I think that will need to be discussed. It's not, there's a 2005 needs a looking.
Get that bunch of.
Hey, that's sure. Not sure.
Yes, yeah.
I won't keep, we do care on. What is the plea too? Looks like.
Oh, I don't know, I just got appointed.
Yeah, Julie's
I didn't think she didn't give up.
Oh.
Okay. So we need somebody to do it. What's the master check? So before we were saying. Which is certainly a question, but. So I was telling them that they would check in for registrations. Registrations. We need to do, okay. There's two chunks, so there's another knowledge.
You're right.
See the backstory to everything. It's all really works around.
I actually speak to you.
Me too. Well, I wasn't the fusion, but I was assigned it right. 2000.
It's not so much. I was a teacher.
Well, he's probably do that right now. You know, I think about it all wrong. Yeah, it's up to you. Yes, it is. Sure is. The love, it is on that. Yes, you sure is.
He was in the jury box. You do talk show? Yeah, that's true. Go back.
Yeah. You like it? I almost want to appeal it, and I know he's gonna be. I mean, we know who also did it. Turn in this insurance, she wouldn't do it. And so you wouldn't do it. Over at the jail, we have to go over it. No, I didn't. I speak with cities. Let's over it.
Hurricane Clark. That was when you were at.
2007.
That's when you were.
But you have to. It's.
But it doesn't hurt.
It's the corner of the team, I'm there, can be a little bit, so it's water, and then the defendant's there, and then we have all sorts of standards, do you want us back, go back to me? I don't know how you're gonna do that.
I don't go to Belgium sometimes.
That's why. That might.
Sometimes attorneys come out.
You really change the options. Reporting over the rules of favor. That'll do the field, it's only around.
The one on that side.
No, I agree, just, it's like, I'm right there, I want you to be my wife. No. You guys talk all. Yeah, thanks. It was crazy.
He said it was fine to be a bird. He said you're a resident.
It was a separate trial.
I did not ask.
Someone was doubling.
There's a DA that lived up here and shouted at me.
If you want to go on there, so you can like on the last day, like meeting. On all streets, all. I saw it was what you. You want to sit down? Why are you sure? I got to do this one because I know you could get it.
Casi con el proceso.
Next week, come back.
So it's over to you for sure. Later, it's better.
I think that was the.
Good catch. Let's go and
Yeah, we can talk about.
Okay.
It's still good for both of us, particularly in the states of the fund. You guys can kind of not be very, even though he goes. I think you can just rather not.
Yeah.
No one disagrees with that already, you know. Well, I'm still enjoying it because I think we have more force now than I did.
Yeah.
It's like it was a sign. We have to do a barber job, sure. It's not. All. When. Saturday. You guys all want to know? Yeah, on first, yeah. You don't really. Can we do slide that via Zoom? Can we do that? Yeah. You verdict, you vote.
Not on the jail on bottom.
Sorry, I can take a break. I've already been at work for this protected. Yeah, I told you I asked to protect it. Yeah. So why are you going to be criminal?
Yes. Yes. I can start a whole Zoom. Yeah, yeah.
Because you know, I've been in jail already for 8 days on this day. So I think that's I wasn't able to come for the second time because of transportation. I've already come for this is not offering. So I'm just trying to figure out why I'm station.
Right. So you come in, you was like, you know what, this case is over. When you see what happens on a regular. Yeah, I let him know that what I decided, I said no.
I didn't go on.
No problem.
Last year.
But if it changes, then we'll do an amended and we'll get it done. So I'm gonna have you sign it right now.
It's really not. This is the first time I'm hearing about somebody. I had another, I will say that easy correctional officer, do me, what thing that has to, I don't know where I was, so there's a skirmish about, I have to stay in my own box. Oh, my own. I'm getting kind of high.
Okay, so
I'm
it's your duty.
wearing a sweater right now. It's that one of the, so. Martin, I was in the morning, I went to work, so I'm going to figure out what I said. Get there, you know, they also have, you know, I had one, but I mean, I don't know which one would be better, you know, so if I can.
Whatever you prefer, that's really what it is. You don't feel like you're able to hire one.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, usually, we're in that, we get the job, you know, we got.
Students that want to go under criminal law, like.
When you showed up this morning, you asked to hire, or you actually get a court one or not?
I also did.
You told us that
I needed to hire TA.
you need to hire, okay, so do you prefer?
Wait, you're a professor at Baylor?
If you are eligible, then yeah, if you're found indigent, and then you can always hire your own lawyer later.
Okay, yeah.
That's what it is. Okay, because still you get your case. And better.
So there is a criminal law boot camp.
It goes on that, David.
Just go outside, so it's just go try that first and then come back and say. Whatever you have, at least try, and then you'll do your options after.
Right now. So I'm just kind of confused, it's been a while for my days.
Yeah.
Your patient there. There's two.
Yeah, I mean, I follow the orders the first time, so I'm like.
That makes sense. And he's supposed to be better. Yeah, we have somebody else, but maybe one of these. Shake that over. Yeah, it's not just experience.
Okay. Yes, so get your reset. I have her. I'm monitoring everything I have. This is about.
Well, we only have this one hundred there. Well, I guess we all. Yeah, and I thought that was. I think it's five size, that 150.
I remember that. I remember.
And one of them is Spanish trees or there's one person.
You see the jury box. You're right.
Yeah, we put it on so.
So my next one is on the list. If I'm not here, fine. That's up to the judge. This is.
Not a lot. Yeah.
And when I get the court order, I'm like. Well, I get paid, you're not gonna be. No, you'll have to come and turn them back.
Are we gonna have?
She'll still struggling.
Yeah, that's what I heard, yeah.
Yeah, all right. You forgot to, go get it.
I can make.
The church, you can't. Yeah, that's right, church. Each different, you can. Someone. Get going.
And then I was sort of, I was like, it's.
Yeah, that's mine, man. Only follow on further, but apparently. But get back, that'd be very, back in. What is that? It's Albert. The crime, she went. And then it doesn't matter. All done. Yeah, Casey Karen. Yeah. Casey. Maybe somebody was trying to murder that.
Yeah.
Shimmer.
I mean, we're sushi.
It's an interesting combination. You know, Alicia was the class name. So is the new Nicole. So the Brian Warren. Brian Warren. Should I go on?
How many were the cats?
Are you or something?
So there's a lot.
How many were you?
Still around there.
How many were you? 13. Hungry? No. I'm talking about my DA class. Oh. Really only 9 were great. So Alicia was 9. The youth was 9. Brian was. Girl. I don't care. That's the like.
So was asked stressed over how to be fired.
It's such a stupid.
Or best friend Alex.
I think what else my class is still here. One got over in juvenile, but that's like Craig still. Yeah, Craig. Also, Mike Donnelly was like number 2 at the U.S. Attorney's Office. I do not know. I can't read my class, right? But so there, that one also. Just like forever. He has like. Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes. Oh, Judge Katie, Kristen, Justice. Judge, of course, beautiful. Yeah. So I'm saying, you have no idea where they're going.
Sorry, well, is 7.
Yeah. So that. And she said, I'm like, a little right at the top. That's the only guy I can graduate.
I haven't had to with Judge David Fleischer, stereo, just gonna be working on this for a while.
Hi, how are you?
We trained
Wait,
for fugitives.
we just, okay, didn't we?
Yeah, Diana, yep, she's trained, now she's floating again.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You're training like crazy, aren't you?
Yeah.
That means you're good. Good job, Trey.
She's our. She can handle. Hi. How's it going?
Happy Monday?
Yeah. Apparently you sent my client to go pee somewhere.
She didn't like to go
I
on
didn't want to be crass, but that's the fact.
No results of that, Judge. She hasn't provided a sample yet.
We've had a lot of history with her.
I saw that. I got emails on Friday about it.
Had, quite a bit of history. Let me
Third bond violation. I saw that. Do you want me to recite it out of my memory?
that, we've had quite a bit of history. Does she not have a prior case with us too? Is this,
21. I don't think she does.
No, it's just this
is
case.
this the one where there was an issue with a boyfriend and?
There is a boyfriend in the car, and the really interesting thing about this is like the police officers did a full felony stop on a DWI with guns drawn, making them get out. It's kind of weird.
Capital?
It was really strange. I'm watching it going like,
Capital DWI?
that's what it was. Of course, it was like precinct 4-ish. Everything up there could be a capital in their minds, Well, and so I don't know what you want to do with this, Judge.
Just don't want her using, that's it.
I get you.
That's all I want. I want to ensure that she's not. So,
Judge, and then also we have the ignition interval that she's not driving, so we're not monitoring her by any means, because she had a portable at first, we had portable violations, so then she was revoked. Then she provided proof that she had gotten her vehicle fixed, so we swapped her over to the ignition interlock. The ignition interlock is not being used.
so let's see how it goes today. And then I'm gonna random her again. So, if she tests positive, then we'll see. I don't know.
I mean, do you want me to wait? I'm perfectly willing to do that.
Go, and then I'll get a hold of you. Or you know what? I don't have your new number. Do you mind?
Yes. Give me my new work number. My old number is still the same.
Oh, is it really? Then, hold on.
You have it for sure.
Yeah, I know. If it's the same one, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's the same.
5-6.
I don't give that out to anybody. That's me. That is me.
Okay, so I'll text you. And then
But do you want me to come back if there's an issue?
you can always Zoom.
Okay,
Zoom.
perfect.
That's
I'm
what
gonna go straight to my office.
Go.
And it's percent.
Would you have anybody else?
Yeah, so.
Hi, Joe. How are you?
I was asked by according to Proton Espinosa. This is on the docket, DWI case, clients here. We are still waiting to hear about whether PTI is going to be approved on this.
Everything's in, Judge. We're just waiting to hear back about the approval.
Okay. I guess let's give it a week, Joe.
Okay, sir.
If it's approved, I'll waive, and then we'll sit you off like a couple weeks for you guys to get the contract, get the, portable and all that jazz. If it's denied, it's got to be here 2 weeks later.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Okay, for sure. Have fun.
I would just bring one out first.
So how is it? I'm sorry, March 31st, they will be.
I know, I need it.
We are looking to have, what is it? Did you get your one for it?
No. You can bring it out. Yeah. The person's in the way of all we did.
Yeah, so the way it does it, when it's required, on the reset, and then we'll know if you got it down that is maybe. And then if it's around, it's okay, maybe in our own benefits because they. Or I'm looking at someone. It's all in the going off the different, it seems like it's, so I can't think of anything else. I don't know, something else. And then she would have either a hybrid or the. I don't know. They added to the charges and they charged this stuff. So last time was for
Yeah, that's when we got this case, that H.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I thought it was gonna be with the AG Armstrong, where everybody like conversation before it.
So I started, so they did clubs, right? I'm sorry. So first day. First started off this day.
Wait, though. You have
Destination. Just go to the office. Must just a bit of time, so. Yes.
And let them know can be good. Like you guys have, only the average.
Size for the college that, or then thanks, yeah, all right. Thanks.
Chief, you haven't given me any word back on this?
No, I'm checking your email now. So that she's. Police. Yeah, I haven't. Over, I think, yes.
That's not right.
And she's open. I maybe there's some issue. Just not sure. Yeah. That is good. Because that I have this case. It's off on kids. Working is not city. Or 253 94. I provided you a speech. So you were going to contact the company. To make sure.
Yeah, I'll make sure it's solid.
Okay.
I just have.
Okay.
Okay.
I have one more thing too. I don't know what it is. I'll read it to my kids.
Okay. All right, thank you. Do you need an interpreter?
No.
Oh.
And then, that's Russell, they say, oh, you say, not here.
We're still waiting on something, Bill.
Right. Well, we can do that, that's fine, because it's still.
Go outside, you
And
can
that
cook
might
or
be.
snack or something, you gotta make it.
Let's say 1 month. There's one that comes out.
Yeah.
Then there's given more time to improve it. Originally it was on Thursday, it was given more time, more time. You can just talk about it. Because it doesn't make it.
It's not my fault.
I know.
Okay.
So we should know what.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Nobody's been functional about impressive. Just the one that I would consider. I'm not much
Last thing, signing that I, yeah. Even if he's not, sustainable was. Yeah, working very time, I think you should something stuff happens. I'm just worried line of. Yeah. Well. Call approach on, yeah, that works. It's not my case, but I'll let you somebody else. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because it shows considered water. God. I don't think I'll make it. Okay, I'll look at those. Excellent. And the bird is like after 5 years. Yeah. Get open. The John Jones, the Jones found. Let's see, I think Jimmy Jones.
But the calls number, let me give you the calls number, 250-02903. 250-2903. All right. EMB. I gotta get it. If he fails to hear his phone, will be the Johnson. He left his home during curfew while.
You heard I saw it. I saw it 27.
Number 3rd doctor was coming. On Monday, the 31st, I got to get you. Jesus Christ. Or where GPS device and here to cooking. He left us home during curfew, and returned at 9:35. Started. Once you were cooking, yes. He's an old school, he's a young school, yeah, it's old, he's a young man with old school convention.
You certainly you're right, you're thank you. No issue of question. It's not a case of what I don't know. There are consequences that you got. You learn that. You don't, you got to get that. That's not how you old. Busy, you know. Yeah, very much you are or you are. That's the same thing.
Obviously, it's not there on the dash camera. I reached out to the officer today, yet to hear back, because, the officer, the officer report is not the one on the camera. So I emailed them and told them to call me, so I don't know if they can change that. I just want to check in first, and see what point the dash camera with the dog. What we saw.
Yeah.
I don't know that much so, I just want to see the dogs.
So from my perspective, my perspective, you see one vehicle passing, because that one's good, he's not, he's just going out.
Well, I mean,
The Mustang that's on you.
It was bad.
So there's one vehicle, but he's nowhere near that. When Josh Gilmore turns on, I think he's well, let's say,
right.
As that car is past there. And that's the only car that's really anywhere near his vicinity.
Right.
So either he's almost driving the cars, activating his function, or she's really typical, or yeah, it's just not correct.
Right.
I think that's clear. So that's kind of one of them. I don't think he's correct. What we see on the sketch doesn't fall. You know, I mean, I see him moving a little bit, but it's on.
Okay, right. Yeah. So, let me just see what it says.
The judge said it says he said that, but I mean, I'll wait for that.
That's fair.
I don't know if that's all right now.
Well, we think we're going to work on the house.
Right.
Okay. But I don't know.
I get it, because there was the. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if the time.
But what I'm, is,
Oh, it's still active.
why don't you just figure it out? And it's all the copies, and then we're gonna say,
Oh,
really able to pick your copy. Okay?
yeah.
Yeah, it shows that.
Yeah, then, okay.
Yeah.
It just.
Yes. How are you today?
How are you?
I'm here for the. Stress.
Okay. You know, we're just asking about.
So I talked to Steve, we have an upper officer.
Yeah. Okay.
It's something's up.
No, okay. It's the shit. They open in, he didn't share the slides, told me.
So I don't know how to answer.
Because. We will know that. So. It's not over. That's about this.
Sure. So I'll bring
I can't hear what you're saying.
more than that, 90, sir.
Okay. Okay. you know, I mean, I know,
No, I get your.
because I would be, it, is,
You know.
Ready?
Good morning, Aaron. What's up?
I am here on Mr. Mark Gurley's case, who's on docket today, Judge, Gurley. And initially, I'll wait till you find it, Your Honor.
Thanks. Burley.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see it.
So initially, I had brought up some concerns that I had with the accuracy of the DIMS report and accuracy of the information that was being alleged within the four corners of the probable cause hearing information, I guess. And so you had set this.
As far as probable cause?
Right, yeah, as
You
far as
want to redo probable cause?
Well, we had heard probable cause, and within the four corners of the DIMS, you had found that there was probable cause for the case to continue. But the issue that I had.
Want to do it again?
Well, I mean, I'm just kind of bringing you up to speed again, Your Honor, because I know it's been a few weeks. So the issue that I had raised at that time was I did not believe that that was accurate. The state had conveyed videos to us about, what the officer had seen from the dash camera perspective. And so I had issues with the accuracy of what was contained within the DIMS. I've spoken to the state this morning, and she said that she's reaching out to the police officer to find out, I guess his side of the story is my understanding. I don't want to speak for the state.
I've watched the camera footage. I just want to speak to the officer before we make any decisions on the case.
The issue.
The issue is that from what I can see, I don't want to get into the facts of the case right now in front of you, Judge, too much, but.
Then don't.
Right.
Then don't. Just do what you need to do.
Right.
You want, I mean, it's only 25 days old.
Sure.
I just emailed him today. Yeah. I think a
Set it up
regular.
a week.
Yeah.
Is
Sure.
that-
It's a very new case. If I can get maybe a couple of weeks, Judge, I've got.
I mean, you can have as much as you want.
Sure.
It's up to you.
Yes, sir.
I guess if you just set it, if you need me to do another probable cause hearing, I'm happy to do it.
Sure.
If there's something that has come to your attention that's not right in the DIMS, I'm happy to hear it and we'll redo probable cause. I'm happy to do it at any time.
And maybe the state's conversation with the officer will clarify all of this and then.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. All right. Thank you.
I'll grant it for you.
Thank you, Rob.
Okay.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Say no more, Mr. Salinas.
I appreciate that.
Whatever you. Yeah, you want to be 30 days? Let's just do something.
no, I didn't ask her. I was and then first, the folks and film another video and then he's go to the side. It'll be a way to find. So I like. So yes, he didn't understand, but it wasn't. Yeah, what was your best goes from the job?
Just give me 1 second, I'm following. We're not gonna interpret it.
No, okay.
That's not.
It's not this.
Oh, it's still. You're welcome. Mr. David.
We waiting on.
Judge, do you want to reach out to Beetle?
What's the result?
THC and cocaine, Judge.
She needs to come back.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. And then review.
Sounds fine.
Well, and then on Friday, and then email you all of the buses on Wednesday. So get ready. Right, Mr. Twitter. You have the phone. I can get this. Let's figure this out. Very good statement. You will just say, hey, in my case, you will be all of them. Because when you file with this, somebody on the seven. Okay. That's a good one. Thank you.
What's up, man? Check out this. One quick, going on with it. We just time to do this. You didn't end up shining. There takes you to but I just wanted to tell you if you want. That's. Yeah, this year. Yeah, so.
I know, because.
That's fine. I mean, we'll just.
How are you?
It's all correct. Yeah.
All the quick questions.
I don't want to. I may be all on it, so it's. So. Do you want to refile and show the bank? Do you want to show it? Okay, fine. Do I need to write anything on the paper?
255555.
I'll print it out. Okay. Thanks, man.
No, I was that I don't know, even since I signed on. How are you? Good question. She's hired a meeting. She's getting anybody something on. But she's gonna go out of town, conservative. I should love it. But it's still a lot of that's what you have to do. Will do. Let me apply for the states. That's 25.
Good morning. No.
I'm covered by
Taking a jury over Family Law Center.
Okay.
I got Christopher Flores. I got you.
I know the pictures are all filed. We're just going to count it.
Okay. Yeah, he did that, he said he's.
I didn't realize. Well, sometimes it's Dallas.
Yeah. Lunch credit cards.
Yeah.
Never got
This guy.
Hey.
Hi, Judge.
Oh.
How are you?
Ah,
Good to see you.
it's been such a long time.
I know, I'm back.
What's new?
I have
Thanks for the warning.
kids. How are your kids?
And maintenance.
How old now? How old?
14, 12, 9, 3.
There's 12 or 14 girls.
Well, a boy and a girl. But we put him to work.
A real girl?
Girl,
God bless you in every way there is.
she's great. I love it. I'd have more if I had money.
A real girl, it's just you and.
She's so sweet. Great.
We've been there. We were 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old girls.
Those rough for 12.
They're hard.
It's okay.
They come out of it.
Yeah. If you just give it time, patience, you know?
I have Miss Bookman who's not on your docket.
Okay.
She was here on Friday and she's hired me on a DWI and she has 2 trips planned and she has to do UAs. One is out of the country, one is not. How do you handle that?
So typically, if they're out, we have them, if they're in the United States, we have them go to like a quest, wherever they are.
Okay.
They get called on to do
Okay.
this. Get the results so you get to us, we're happy.
Okay.
If they're out of the country, how long?
She'll be out of the country for 5 days.
So
Puerto Rico.
let her know, her,
Yeah, it's her.
let her know not to use. She's gonna get tested as soon as she gets back,
Okay.
just so that she knows.
Okay. Okay.
So
Perfect.
just let Felicia know about the dates so that, for the out-of-country ones, so they know not to call.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah,
Will
that's
do.
it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Have fun. Hi, Shrey.
2-5. Oh, they're so serious.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Morning, Judge.
Hi, Judge. Same old, we're here on Miss Gillis.
Thought I had it open. I closed it. All right. So Judge, she's one out of Pennsylvania for theft by deception, false impression.
False impression.
So this one, we'll be asking for no bond on the extradition because over the course of 6 times, she stole $780,000 from an elderly, and it shows from the hit that she's an international flight risk with a non-American passport.
That's the first time I've heard that, an international flight.
That's what it
flight
shows
risk.
on the
Is
hit.
Interpol involved?
Well, so that's why I was surprised because this was a DHS referral. I was kind of surprised there wasn't a nice hit because she's not a citizen and it shows. So I don't
Want
know.
the bond?
Check.
I want a PR bond.
PR bond. Okay, so let's bring her out, please. Gillis, if you don't mind. Yeah. Joe, you want to talk to me while we wait?
I'm just here for Mario. He's got Christopher Torres, who is surrendering himself today. I believe papers are filed and everything. But he had, and I'm a little unclear on the details because I wasn't here, but he had brought an AA log that I believe you were gonna, if he had shown you.
Well, no. I said be creative with what, and I would consider waiving the fee.
And so he's given me an AA log. All right, give it to the court. Of all the times he had gone. He'd gone almost every day. There were some wildfires that he had to be evacuated from. So that's the only day or a couple of days he missed. Torres. And Mario's off picking a jury across the street. Otherwise, he'd be here himself.
The reason I had the problem is because he has a prior intox assault where there's like, and now we have another second.
Understood.
So that's the problem I had. And I was hoping more than just 11 classes.
I understand.
Okay, here, let me give that back to you. Christopher Torres, come up.
Oh, sorry.
So, Mr. Venus, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure. Yes, Judge.
Yes, sir.
I'll be as much of a help as I can.
On a sentence of 10 years in prison, probated for 10, can that be used on a 3rd degree to enhance to a 15 to life?
If the probation is successfully completed, no, for enhancement purposes. It could be for jurisdictional purposes. to make under 4904 or whatever it is, to make it would count as a previous conviction for those purposes, just like an assault family member, even a deferred adjudication would count to make a second.
My curiosity stems from because with his intox assault, he was sentenced to 10 years, probated for 10 years, and it looks like he may have completed successfully, but it's still a felony conviction, right?
Correct, but it's not, you can't use it to enhance punishment ranges, essentially. It could be a jurisdictional paragraph, but not an enhancement paragraph, if that makes sense.
My concern, Mr. Torres, is you're now pleading guilty to this DWI second. The problem is that if you pick up another DWI, from now on, you're facing a third-degree felony. You're looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. And I don't know if they can use that intox assault conviction to enhance you to an even further penalty, a further consequence. I mean, that's why I'm asking you. I don't know. I know misdemeanors, but the problem is that with a felony conviction, they can use it to enhance punishment. Perhaps it's a 15 to life next time you pick up another DWI. I don't know. But do you want to take that risk? That's the problem. I mean, imagine all this that you've suffered now, and we're here yet again. What's it going to take? A death? Well, I know you say no. Everybody says no. If I had one strand of hair for every time, I'd have a nice looking head of hair. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. What are we doing?
Oh, let me get a straight from Bill.
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law, and you give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, it will go on your record. It will be there forever. And I'm telling you now, your record, it's not a good thing. You get pulled over, even with the faintest smell of alcohol, you're going to be charged with a felony. Do you understand? I wouldn't, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. So he goes in today?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to waive the fee because you're going into jail now. So I'm not going to tack it on, but stop. Don't kill someone. This weekend alone, 3 people died on our roads this weekend. This weekend, 3 people died. It's not hard. Just don't get into a car. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 50 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 1 year. Do not drive until you get a license, and then we'll take him into custody now, and I'm going to roll your court costs so you won't know anything. All right? Okay,
you, Judge.
Good luck. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Great to see you, man.
You too, Judge.
Okay, show you. Ms. Gillis.
Yes.
Good morning. So your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before, and I have about 5 minutes to get to know who you are, to see whether it would be right to set you a bond. I have no idea what you're charged with, but the problem is that you are an inherent flight risk because you're wanted out of another jurisdiction. There's a warrant in some other state, and we got you here. Michigan.
Your Honor, around October 31st, 2023, it's alleged out of Pennsylvania that this now defendant manipulated a bank to over 6 transactions, caused a total loss of $780,000 to an elderly individual from the retirement fund. There has been regarding the affidavit, when speaking with the complainant, states that the checks for the individual were mailed out to her name with the corresponding physical address. On notification from DHS, it shows that she is an international flight risk, and due to those factors, the state would be opposed to a bond for the extradition.
Why would the Department of Homeland Security say that she's an international flight risk?
I'm not sure. I can reach out to them, but obviously if I reach out to them, I can reach out to DHS and ask why. I only get the notification, and so I haven't spoken with an individual. But
what other criminal history does she have?
She does not have any others, just the 6 incidents arising from this affidavit.
I can clarify.
Please.
Possibly. I believe they think she's an inherent flight risk because they arrested her at an airport on a connecting flight. which sounds terrible, doesn't it? I'm thinking, oh, she's leaving the country.
Really? Was she headed out of the country?
No, really, she was going to Jamaica. She's from Jamaica. She comes back and forth for business. She's got an H1,
H2B.
something about H visa. And her father is a US citizen. Here's the kicker, Judge. She gave birth January 30th of 2025.
Okay.
She's breastfeeding. So when our lovely county got her, they said, too bad, so sad. She's been in custody for 4 days. They've refused to give her access to a pump. She has asked for a heating pad to do it herself. They've only given it to her 2 times.
I mean, we'll see about, I'll reach
I
out
just
to
think
medical.
this is
Don't worry about that. I'll reach out to medical.
That
and
is
see what we-
insane.
Yeah, I know, it
But,
sucks.
like,
It-
6
and that can
days
have-
later, and I'm like, she was clearly arrested with her child, okay? So it's not like she's lying. But I just think because of that, let's add some other things, because that by itself is like, oh, that sucks for you, right? But it's a 2B. It's not like she's a flight risk. It's not like she's a failure to appear. I get that it's like a theft by deception because of some bank mailing thing. She's never given an opportunity to go turn herself in. So I think that considering the fact she's never had an opportunity to turn herself in, this is not where she's just like running the country. She comes here back and forth. Her child is born here. Her father lives here. Connected with the fact that she has some problems going on with her 1-month-old that she's going to have to figure out. I'm asking for a PR bond. I'm asking to give her a chance. We've already done her wrong.
Before I give her a PR bond, I would like you to figure out why they're saying that.
With the international flight risk?
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to.
Not only that, but you're telling me that she does this all the time? Let me see.
Do you go back and forth? You can tell the judge yourself.
I have a travel visa. I have a visiting visa for the US, which is a 10-year visa, and I also have a H2 visa, which is a work visa. I worked in Utah, I worked in South Dakota, South Carolina, Massachusetts, Florida for the past 5 to 6 years, back and forth, and I also do extensions.
Prove all this.
Yes, I do. The currency office do have my passport with my visa currently stamped in it.
So let's do this. Let's roll it to tomorrow, because I don't think now wow, is it already 11:30?
Yes.
Holy moly.
So they do have it downstairs in the old.
Tomorrow, I want proof that she does all this international travel routinely, so we know that she's not just trying to take off.
No, sir.
And then I'd like you to reach out to them to see why is she international flight risk. Is it a 2B?
It is.
You know, I'd like to know how they justify saying that, right? Or do you just think because she's on a flight now? I don't know. That's why.
I'm perfectly willing to call. I'm just obviously aware of making the call to DHS regarding the pending Pennsylvania charge. Yeah, I don't know what's going to trigger, so. Because she doesn't have an access right now, but because she's on a visa in terms of what they decided to revoke.
This is crazy.
So like I said, I'm willing
Then
to.
ICE is going to put a hold on her.
That's what I mean. It's like
ICE is going to do it regardless.
ICE has not put a hold.
No. If she's here with the proper documentation, they're not going to put a hit on her. If she's here with the visas, then there's no reason for her to put a hit.
Judge, they're deporting students nowadays, but hey, that's okay. All right, I'd like to put you on the email with medical about the breast pump. I find that outrageous.
Yes, I will help you with that. Don't worry. But I'm not prepared to set her a bond yet with Mr. Kim saying the international, and then she's on a flight to Jamaica.
We'll get the proof. I'm gonna have to zoom in tomorrow though, but I'll get it handled.
Sure, of course.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, of course.
How are you, Judge? Good morning.
Good morning.
Still, yes. Judge, I'm here on Jesus Figueroa. It's approaching on a plea. You're on?
Okay, are you ready? Oh, it's a second DWI?
First.
Is it a true first?
It's a true first.
Okay, I'm okay with it. Come on.
It was a 0.15, but it was a day.
That's why I was, got it. Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. Figueroa.
Good morning.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. It looks like the state is going to reduce that, take off the enhancement. So now you're facing only 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you have done. You need to understand that this charge will now go on your record as of today. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. What we're doing today, from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand?
Yep.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is what you want to do.
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? I'm going to find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, sentence you to 3 days in jail, granted you credit for 2. I'm now going to suspend your license. I have to. I'm going to suspend it for the minimum, which is 90 days. From now on, you get pulled over. An officer's going to see this. Even the faintest smell of alcohol, dope, anything, you're going to go down. So don't get into a car, even if you've had a sip. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck. Thanks, Josh.
And we filed a DPS waiver search.
I'm going to waive your fines and fees that would normally be $4,500. That's what you would normally owe with a case like this. You pick up a second DWI, it's $6,000. Do you understand?
Yes.
And a minimum of 30 days in jail. Get the clue. All right, good luck.
You can.
Thanks.
Judge, I have another case. Last name is Said, S-A-I-D. I'm here, Attorney Russell Newman is in trial. He wanted me to take care of this case, but he's not present. He's not here today, Judge.
Okay. I'm going to end up revoking it then. He was supposed to go.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Do you know Said? Did he show up?
We got notification that he did not.
Got it. Okay. I'm going to end up revoking it.
Something his father has been in touch with me.
No, he's supposed to be here. This is the second time we've done this. The case,
It's old, yeah.
no, it's 250 days old.
Okay.
He knew it because I admonished him
Right. I
ad
don't know.
nauseum last time. So,
We'll see what we can do with it, Judge.
thanks. Thank you. 5,000 on both.
Judge, on this plea, Amazon or run CC?
Say it again?
On his Amazon.
CC. Yeah. Brent. Hey, bud. What's new? It's okay. We'll figure it out.
Dave Gardino, you're on.
Daniel.
Yes.
Oh, is this the one
From last week,
Did you
yeah.
get it done?
We did. I just heard we got denied for PTI. Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought it was a good mitigation packet.
Just due to the accident and the details of the driving fast, he was denied.
What do you want to do?
I'd like to set it for trial. Well, actually, I'd like to have a compliance hearing. There's some discovery that is missing. The state brought it to my attention. I'll let the state.
It's so there's multiple agencies on the scene. It appears that we only received discovery from one of the agencies and the other agency did not submit discovery to us. I have watched the footage and I've been able to identify the other officers on scene and I've been in contact with them. I just haven't received the discovery yet.
How long do you think? Have you spoken to them or no?
Yes, I've spoken to the,
What did they say? Do they have it?
they would need to look. I think there might be an additional offense report out there and I think there might be an additional body worn camera.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. I'll set it for a compliance hearing on Friday.
Okay.
Subpoena the office. Well,
I mean, you're a judge, if we don't have this by then,
I mean, yeah, because the case is like,
case, right?
you know,
This is an issue I've seen with this particular agency.
what agency is it?
It's HPD.
What the flip?
I've seen it where their system goes by offense report number, but sometimes we may have a different offense report one. So then when the body worn camera comes back, it tracks to a different number. There's a way that HPD can pull it up by their own name and badge number, but we don't have access to that. We just pull it up by the offense report number. I've seen that in felony. It's bit me in the behind before when I was in trial where, you just don't know their body came from.
Okay. I mean, I guess Friday. Blaze, what do you think?
I mean, it's been.
261 days.
I think if we are telling the officer, like, you need to have it by then, I'm hoping that lights a fire.
Okay, Friday.
I have a scheduling issue for Friday, Judge.
Zoom in.
I can zoom in. Well, what if he's gonna do a plea? Well, I guess it's, we'll see if it comes.
See if it comes.
Yeah, I think they may dump it.
It's,
Okay.
okay.
Can I wait my client's appearance though? Okay, thank you, Judge. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Back.
Yes, Judge.
Beetle.
Okay, and if you're here then. Okay, we're going to call one to the side. I said no.
Hey, are you ready?
Good morning, Judge.
Hi, please.
Any questions?
Of course.
Good
It's
morning.
been a while.
Hi.
How are you? Good to see you.
You too,
I'm
Deb.
so sorry. There's so much drama up there, you know? It's just too much.
It is, but you
Down
know,
here, it's, you know,
where they put me is where I go.
I get it.
I'm here on Miss Gutierrez, Sandra Gutierrez.
Oh, it's not. Come up, Miss Gutierrez. Either you have a problem or you just don't care about court orders. It's one or the other. If you have a problem, I'm going to address it for you. And I promise you, you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand? I'm now going to put an ankle monitor on you. And if I ever find that you test positive again for anything, and I don't give a rat's behind what it is, you will stay with me. And if it becomes an extreme case, I can have a hearing to hold you in contempt, slap you with 180 days, probate it for 2 years, and put you in a lockdown rehab facility. Do you understand? If that's what it's going to take. I'm amending the conditions now to put a scram on her ankle. I hope, above all else in this short life, you are not driving. Because if it comes to my attention that you are in violation of this affidavit, it's really not going to go well for you. You understand?
Yes.
Okay? All right?
Now, Your Honor, we do have an offer. And we wanted to run it by you to see if it was something that you'd take. It is a jail offer.
So, Your Honor, it was, yeah, and this was I didn't see it, but yes, it was a minimum of 30. I think we just didn't realize she had 10 days credit, so it wouldn't be a time certain.
How does she have 10 days credit?
I didn't run her, so that's.
That's what she did let me know. She has about 10 days credit. So we can verify.
254, 5,000. 5,005. I don't know.
It's just.
Sandra Gutierrez, she has 1 day.
She has 1 day credit.
1 day. Where'd you get 10 days?
One day.
That's
Well,
okay.
I was in jail so I was on probation before when I caught this new charge. I was actually did a 5-year probation and I was supposed to sign my papers that day that I was, I guess, exited out of jail, the day that I left jail. And
Look,
it was like a week before, so
just
yeah.
please.
I'm not sure.
Just, you guys talk it over. I don't want you to say something that really hurts your case, you know. So it's probably better that you just talk with each other and figure out what you guys, we only have 1 day credit here. That's all we have. If you want to, I'm happy to do it.
That's good, Judge.
If you guys want to do it.
The 1 day, Judge?
Well, she has 1 day credit. I'm not going to give her more than she's entitled to.
I understand.
You know, I can only give you what you're entitled to,
Yes,
right?
Judge.
What you have here. So if you want to do that, you have my blessing. It's up to you guys. You let
Sounds
me
good,
know.
Judge.
But as of today, if she leaves here, she gets an ankle monitor.
Of course.
And then if you test positive again, it's not going to go well for you. Okay?
Sounds good. Judge,
You let me know. Yes, ma'am.
does she have to go back in here, Judge?
No, but she's got to meet with pre-trial.
Yes, sure.
Go ahead and sign the form and I'll give you a copy. I think you've done it for
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I was here on Friday on two cases, which is Manuel Cooch, COC, and then CUZ.
Yes.
And he's in custody, Judge, but right now he's in the 177.
Okay, we'll roll with tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And then another defendant is Neil White, and he was in custody and being processed on Friday, but it appears he made bond over the weekend, and he's not here, Judge. And he's got a bond violation, Mr. White bond violation report, and the state has filed a motion to revoke and raise. And he didn't check in, Judge.
PR bonds on all these cases.
Neil?
Why is in custody, right?
No.
No, I don't.
It's all said he's in custody.
At you going? You got Neil White? I'm showing bond made.
That's all the judge. You should consider bond for a terrorist.
What?
Yes, see that?
And I don't see anything for the AFM. You made a surety bond on the AFM. And the AFM said provide us, so you made sure you
I mean, he's supposed to be here for these cases today. I mean, I guess maybe they get him a 7-day setting. I don't know.
He said here. And then you made another shirt.
White.
They just had to get the image, yeah, I just.
So what's probably going to happen is he got a 7-day setting.
He's got what, Judge?
He got, when they bond out, they get 7-day settings normally, okay? I'm assuming that they probably gave him 7-day settings on everything. What I'd like to do is put him on for Friday. So if you have a good number, please reach out to him and let him know that we're going to put him on docket for Friday.
will, Judge.
He has to be here, okay?
And the other gentleman carried till tomorrow. Thank you, Judge.
Hi. Good morning.
I am approaching on an off-docket matter.
Okay.
This is for, cause number is 2535421.
Ms. Treadwell.
Ms. Treadwell.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. So we are close to getting an agreement. However, I wanted to revisit, Your Honor, on this. Well,
No, I know what you're going to do.
No, Your Honor. It's more so of, we're not trying to get out of inpatient. That's not what she's trying to do. Okay, she's been working with the WHO Santa Maria for the past 2 months now, and they've been sending me all letters and everything. I just had not had a chance to send it to state. They offer the type of facility that you can bring her children. And that is much more so what we would want to do.
I don't know. Did they recommend Hue?
They did.
I'm okay with Hue.
So,
From my understanding, both Santa Maria is for small children, pregnant, is she pregnant or?
no, but she has a small 3-year-old, and she's 3 years old.
Okay.
And she's 3 years old. autistic. You know, she is.
I'm okay with who is Santa Maria. I'm
Okay, you're okay with who's Santa Maria? Okay, there we go. That's what we do. Okay, all right.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I didn't want to know so fast.
No. I want to make sure that it doesn't, if they're okay with the Santa Maria, I'm okay with it too.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Hi.
May I approach?
Yes.
Judge, I have Dennis Fisher, and this one's getting old, but he's sent me a bunch of character letters that I need to compile into a packet. And so can I get 2 weeks on that? I'm hoping they'll approve him for PTI. They had previously offered him time served.
369.
I know, Judge. Could we get 2 weeks and then we'll just either see if they'll approve him for PTI or set it for trial, plea or trial?
You have everything?
Judge, he sent me the letters he sent them yesterday, so I have to compile them into a packet.
I'll give you a week.
Okay, 1 week.
360.
Then I'll compile them in a packet today and just send them so we can at least get a response on that.
Please.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Mr. Fisher?
You want me to approach on a different one? Yeah. Judge, I have Moses Garza. I don't know if you want to talk to him. He's kind of unsure. I'm guessing we're just gonna have to set it for trial because he's.
No. We've literally set it to consider since December. Mr. Garza.
And I think he's in the hallway. I can go get him, Judge.
Please. You have had since December to consider what to do. It is now time to consider now what you want to do with this case. Today is the plea deadline. You must either accept the plea bargain agreement or we will set your case for trial. If I set your case for trial, that's okay, but I'm not going to take anything else. I'm not here to play games. You either, that's it. You're out of time. It's 190 days old. I will have you talk with your lawyer. You consider what you want to do, but today's the day.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, do you want to go over here?
Give me a second, let me finish this interview.
This first. Yeah, she's.
On Miss Sandra, Judge?
Yes.
We have a new offer, probation officer, 15-month offer with the TRAS. Whatever the TRAS states that she should do, she'll do it.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Sounds good?
Absolutely.
Sounds good, Judge. Thank you. We'll write it up.
Here's the thing, though. She couldn't even make a felony probation. How's she gonna make this one?
She didn't make felony probation.
Did she make it or did she get adjudicated?
She completed it, 5 years.
Tell her that if she tests positive, I will put her in a treatment facility though, so she knows.
Yes, Judge.
Warned is fair warning.
Yes, Judge. And she,
Absolutely.
yes, Judge. I'll let her know.
Yeah, she was satisfied. Just a quick second on how the court likes to do things. Yeah, so when we have a, thank you, time off or like time served with restitution, how does the court like to do that? They want restitution first?
Up front,
Okay.
unless they're gonna do a probation, then they can pay it out on probation. But if we do a plea and then expect restitution after the fact,
I totally agree.
so
Want to make
if
sure.
they want to do a time served, restitution has to be beforehand, so we know that we got it, and then we'll do it. Otherwise, they do it throughout probation. And let them know, or whoever, that I've literally held on people 3 years to get restitution.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, sure.
You want me to approach?
Yeah.
Judges, I don't know if Jorge Gomez ever checked in. He picked up a new case.
Yeah, we already, yeah, I know. We were gonna end up revoking it, right? Because he didn't show up today. And he picked up a new case. He had a BVR.
I haven't been able to get,
Okay, okay.
I did text him, Judge. And I'll be right back.
Judge, you're voting on the old case?
No, just I think only the DWI is on today, right? The trespass is on when? Friday?
27th.
So we'll keep that on, and then if he appears, then we'll deal with it. If not, then it gets revoked on that day for the trespass.
Yes, Judge, but we're, as of now, just revoking the DWI. Thank you.
Yeah, don't censor. Okay.
Yes. We had any other pages? Yes.
I'm gonna start writing on the docket. Let me take this with me.
No, yeah, the, like. So I'm not doing this first. I guess that's what the old. Okay, yeah, we could get a rolling material. Actually. I'll go to. No, they have this, man, they have this. Wrong was built on a day.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, Judge, page,
Well, you took the docket, right?
oh. I'm positive, what number is it, CHA, the bottom? No, he was out in the hall. Page 7 and 8, Frazier, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Frazier. Do you have a lawyer today?
So I do not.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
So
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it. What are you doing with yourself these days? Are you working?
yes, sir. Just doing work.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'll have you fill out an application. I'll take a look at it. Please. Thanks.
I'm gonna give him the sign. There's this one, maybe this sign with the light reset. The later in it's gonna be. All right, I'll put it in second. Yes. Are you ready for the night?
Back.
Page 10, Gomez, Jorge.
Yeah, 5,000, 5,002. Give me 1 second. Let me just do this bail order real quick.
That she does, I told you about it, she does.
Yeah.
Okay,
Next is page 13 and 14, Hernandez Anthony, set for arraignment, failed to appear first time.
2501. Okay, bear with me 1 second, will you? I have Nathan,
Yes, sir.
come up, Ms. Lynch. She tested positive for cocaine and what else?
THC.
THC, Nathan. This is not my first bond violation with you. In fact, this is our third, and I don't know what we need to do to get your attention, but now I have to take you into custody again. She goes with you?
My stuff.
Yeah, I'll have them get it. I'm sorry, Nathan, but it's the third time. I can't continue to do it.
Okay, Judge.
So
We'll take care.
she'll probably roll up on tomorrow's docket, and then we can revisit it, like everything again, I guess tomorrow.
That sounds good, Judge.
Okay.
We'll be there.
Thanks, Nathan.
All right.
Judge, what's been the bond amount?
15,003. Lynch. It's not, I don't think it's on docket. I gotta, it's 253-7045.
25370.
Yeah.
You said 15,003.
It should be filed. It should be filed.
It is 25261.
Okay, so now, prior to release, GPS with a curfew.
And then the 9 to 6 or 7 to 7? And then did you want to keep the ignition interlock or scratch?
You have like a link one? It's pretty all good. I can have it. You have like a, we just need something for this.
Hey, Debbie, will you make sure to hold this line?
You know, I have this email to me.
Hey, Vic, who's next?
Yeah,
It's not. Just like bring in the sign insurance.
Judge, next is page 22 and 23. Diane?
Oh, on Syed, 5,002 on both.
That's the order. You don't have to.
Last one is better. Small and mid. Very difficult to try. So small from my stuff.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, Victor, ready?
Yes. Can I ask you real quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but because he needs to file it first.
No, she's not. No, she's not. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on, yeah. Not now. No, he hasn't done it. Oh, okay. All right, okay. You want to go through the rest though? Is that-
Richard? Is this Richard?
Hey, how are you? What's new, man? You okay? Anything exciting?
I'm sorry?
Anything exciting?
Well,
Tell me something nice.
I litigate well. I lost.
You do litigate well.
No, I litigated a First Amendment issue down in South Texas on a pretrial writ. And this is the statute that makes it a crime to solicit or receive information from a public servant that the public servant has access to by means of their office and that has not been made public. And
So like if I ask a cop to look something up
yes,
in their MDT,
yes.
something like that.
Statute. And wow, it's a, well, this issue got before the U.S. Supreme Court, same statutory provision that my case is under, got to the U.S. Supreme Court where a journalist went to a police officer and said, hey, what's the name of that Border Patrol agent who had, I think that agent had committed suicide. And that police officer gave her the name. She's an investigative
It's
journalist.
public, no, wouldn't that be public?
Well, that's-
Unless he's looking it up on the computer and finds, I guess.
Well, so it's an exception under the Open Records Act to the requirement of disclosure that the government not release identifying information, things like that. So the government could keep that stuff, but they're making it a crime to ask for it. And my position is, well, First Amendment allows you to ask that question. And so that journalist case got dismissed at the trial court. Then she brought a 1983 suit in federal court. And the court found that she had qualified immunity. The Fifth Circuit found qualified immunity. They said it's not clearly unconstitutional as applied doctrine. And so saying criminalizing too much speech and it's vague and some other First Amendment issues. And so I wrote, I don't know, 80 pages of briefing from my Carl Tunnels back. And but we had that argument last week.
And you don't have the result of it.
No, I lost the writ, so we're doing an appeal of that.
And
Does it go straight to,
no, it goes, well, you can appeal the facial denial without waiting for the case to be done. So we're appealing that now. So it's interlocutory.
right, I was just about,
And we'll be in the fourth court of appeals in Corpus Christi. And so it's an interesting issue. But the First Amendment case law is all over.
you said to the US.
Well,
Court of
that
Appeals.
journalist case got to the,
Right. So next, so you could go to the Supremes.
well,
Back,
so,
if it's denied again?
well, so we got denied trial court. Then, so that journalist is not my client. That's a different case.
Oh.
But same statute. And so the Supreme Court has recently spoken on this issue and said, go back and revisit the denial of the qualified, the granting of qualified immunity. So the Supreme Court thinks that this is a First Amendment issue. My position is you can go up and ask the government any question you like, and if the government doesn't want to tell you, they don't have to tell you. But you can certainly say.
How can
what's
any
that person's name?
question be, you know what I mean?
Right, that's what I think. So, but it's very interesting.
I mean, is that where we're at, where we're like prohibiting people what they can ask?
That's what,
You know?
if you're curious, the statute is 39.06C is that statutory provision. And I understand that the government may not want to give information.
Well, obviously, you can't just
So don't
start.
give it. And, but yeah, the same thing, I think your position is, so you can ask and the government will just tell you no.
Sure.
They don't.
That would be the logical thing, except as opposed to just barring
Yes.
speech and what a person can and cannot.
And so my position is there's better restrictive ways to accomplish the state's compelling interests. So it's a strict scrutiny analysis. And there's more least restrictive means to do it. So you could make it a crime, for instance, to ask for something where you know it's bad.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I didn't even think of that though. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're going to ask something that you know would be illegal, then that makes sense.
It's not an element that you know it's illegal. It's just an element that you ask. And so that's where I think and so we got into an interesting discussion about.
How are you going to get into what someone knew, what someone didn't know? I mean, my goodness.
But the three cases that have made it to the.
I guess in that respect, you do need it. The statute is, yeah.
So we got into an interesting discussion about what the term solicits means. And I interpret it as solicit information means to ask for information. The state's position was solicit is an artful criminal law term that means to ask for something in a bad way. And so we had an interesting discussion on that.
So they're adding a negative connotation to the word.
But it's undefined in our code. And I will say, we do have solicitation statutes, like it's a crime to solicit someone to commit a crime. And in that context, solicit does mean you're trying to accomplish criminally a crime. But I think that's markedly different when you write it solicit information, because the object of the verb is information, not a person to do a crime. So
interesting.
And but that was my last 2 weeks of breathing and pain and carpal. So
it's worth it though. Good job.
As always, George.
You too. Good job. Yeah, you ready?
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I'm here on Mr. Joshua Connor. Judge, this is a DWI PTI.
You guys get everything in?
No, sir, we're still waiting on Mrs. Geis, Mrs. Ashley Geis. The chief had communicated with her. Everything is in.
Yes, sir. She did have some questions, I think, and I've answered them. I just am waiting to hear back on her response.
You want to roll it till tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, I'll
talk to her today.
But Judge, if I may.
Yes.
Could I waive my client's appearance? Because if it's approved, then all I got to do is send it.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, I'll be your judge. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay.
Ready?
Wait.
Wait.
All right, do you want to call that or not?
Yeah.
Just good time. Page 23.
Okay.
Stevens, step forward and your first step.
2501.
Now we're just waiting on Michael Sam
Okay,
and.
come up, Ms. Gutierrez.
I
Fam, on which one? Ms. Gutierrez, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's a second, am I right?
Yes, Judge.
What happens the next time? If you ever pick up another DWI, what's going to happen?
It'll be a felony.
2 to 10 in the penitentiary. Any prior pen trips?
Yes, Judge.
How many?
Just one.
You could be potentially a 15 to life case next time you pick up a DWI. 15 to life, minimum. With your record, just mere smell will be enough. So if I were you, if you want to get lit, wonderful. Just don't get into a car. Find another way. Take an Uber. 30 to 50 bucks will get you wherever you want to go in this city. No matter where you want to go. Anywhere. Do you understand? It's not hard. One button. All you need to do is literally push one car waiting for you, wherever you want to go. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, there's no turning back. Do you understand?
Yes.
This will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Now, is it being reduced to a first?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, there is a surcharge that you will be required to pay in this case. You will be required to pay a $3,000 surcharge. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you will sit 1 day in jail. Do you understand? It's a second, I'm not waiving it, and it's being reduced to a first. You were lucky because a second, it's a $6,000 surcharge that if you don't pay 1 day, every $100 you owe. So you will be required to pay this fee. You will also be required to pay the court costs as well. You have entered into an agreement where they're offering you 180 days in jail to be probated for 15 months. As part of the agreement, you will do a repeat offender DWI education class, 1 victim impact panel. You will do a TRAS to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. They may do inpatient, intensive outpatient treatment. They may do just supportive outpatient treatment. They may do inpatient treatment. I don't know what they're going to do, but you must fulfill whatever they say. Do you understand?
Yes.
No drugs, no alcohol, a guardian interlock. But since you don't have the ability to drive, you must get a portable device. 25 hours of community service. Do you have any children? Okay, get rid of the community service. I'd rather do a parenting class. $100 one-time donation to Mothers Against Drunk Driving. If you need extra time to pay, we will give it to you. All you have to do is ask. I'm telling you now, there's 2, 3 possible things that could make this thing really go sideways. The first is if you drink. If you consume, a warrant will be issued. They will file a motion to revoke your probation. We will have a hearing here. If they prove it to me that you're consuming, it's very well possible that we put you into inpatient treatment. The other thing the worst possible thing you could do is drive. If you drive without a Texas driver license and a liability insurance, likewise, they will issue a motion to revoke. The other thing is take off. If you abscond and you take off, it's an instant warrant. If you ever have an issue, you can come talk to us. We can work it out. There's nothing that can be solved. Everything can be solved in this life, one way or the other. Those are the 3 things that are all hangups. Do you understand?
Sure.
So cut her fees. How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Was there an accident in this case? No? Okay. All right, ma'am. Best of luck to you. We'll have you meet with Shori.
Thank you, Judge. Maybe excuse. Thank you, Judge. Good to see you again.
If you look at the affidavit.
I don't have it. I ain't got it.
Trey, do you have the financial affidavit?
Yes. Got it right, Judge, for Trayvon Bridge.
Yeah.
Get you going.
Hey, what are you waiting, what else were you waiting on? 'Cause I gotta jet, I have a meeting.
And.
Say it again? So who's the first one?
Michael Fan.
What case?
Oh, page, he has two cases, page 14, 15, and 16.
Have you gotten a response on Lemus? Michael Pham. Are your ears burning?
Yeah. Well, hey, Mike. That's fine. What we do. Yeah. In here is.
Alex, you're so quiet over there.
Yeah, not my blood card anymore.
So no more.
Until I find a new supervising attorney, so. I can't, it's, you have me 3 years.
Supervisor,
Oh.
like, sufficient
Yeah,
supervisor.
I'll be 2 in October, so.
You wouldn't know
I wouldn't know. Yes, and then multiple problems.
Carl's gonna zoom in on
But that's all there is.
I think it said like 5 minutes. Carl's gonna zoom on some things. They said give them 5 minutes.
Michael, do you have a plea?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Time sure. Hasn't been filed yet. They, I forgot a lot. Insurance paid about K, but they have still $1,500 let me talk to the judge. They're not gonna put.
What happened?
We're trying to get a plea worked out with restitution.
Oh, this is what you were asking?
Yes.
It's just, yeah.
Michael.
Mr. Anthony Lopez.
Yeah.
It seems like he needs to pay out of pocket 1,500.
Okay.
So could we get 30 days, Your Honor?
What's time served?
Yes.
How much do you want?
30 days.
I'm not going to do 30 days. This case is 210 days old. I mean, this should have done a long time ago. I'll give him a couple weeks, but Michael, that's right. So here's the deal. We don't, you got to understand that the business that we're in, we don't trust people, right?
Understand.
We got to have this stuff up front because we've been burned plenty of times. So if that's the route that you want to do, take the time served, you have to pay restitution first. Can you generate the bill if you don't mind?
Yes,
That way
it's
we
already generated.
can give you the bill to you. I will give you 2 weeks. The case is 210 days old. So I'm not giving you much time. I'll give you 2 weeks. If you've got it paid, great. If you don't, we can do a probation and then you can pay it as while you're going on the probation. So don't stress. If you don't have it, then, don't do anything you shouldn't do, right?
Yes, sir.
At the worst is the worst, we can always do it through a probation.
Yes,
Okay?
sir.
You got 2 weeks.
I can get it done.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. And then I have Mr. Louis Lemus, Your Honor. We submitted a mitigation packet. Ashley's waiting to see if he has proof for college before she makes a decision. Could I get a week or so?
I mean, all he has to do is get proof of college, right?
Yeah.
Literally,
I don't-
that's something that you can just pull up on your phone and email. I'll give you till Monday.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
If it's not turned in Monday, I'm not doing any more research.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Monday, February 1st, will be.
She's not the.
She was just like, man.
It's good. Get up back.
Judge or Montanez. Anthony is out of office today. However, I did reach out to the rest of the court supervisors that are in the same position to confirm, and we do not have anybody. So they said the
How is
correct
it that we're
route.
like the fourth largest in the county? And I
Just in
can't
our
imagine.
department and for our drug testing technicians, they're not employed by AverHelp. So that's the only discrepancy there. We send it off to the AverHelp lab. So for confirmation, AverHelp would have to be subpoenaed.
I'll wait till Anthony gets back and I guess I'll talk to him.
Yes, Judge.
Hey, there is a motion to revoke. Do you mind signing it from the floor?
Listen. Judge Pepper Spears. I was like.
Hey, there we go.
So.
Page, you got page
I'm here.
7 and 8, Fraser.
Come up, Mr. Frazier. If you look on the TV, this is the lawyer that's been appointed to represent you, Mr. Pruitt. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with him. If he tells me he cannot get a hold of you, if you pick up a new case, if you become a danger to my community, it's just not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Sure.
I'm not asking much. All I want you to do is be a productive citizen. Do as much as you can to help out everyone and be nice. Do you understand?
Sure, no
Okay. So, Deputy, do you mind getting his cell phone number? Do you have a pen? I need you to write down your cell phone so I can give it to Mr. Pruitt, and then I'll have him reach out to you here momentarily.
Judge House, May 6th through the 8th.
May 6th to the 8th, Carl. Thanks, Deputy.
May the 8th is good.
While you have this lawyer, Mr. Frazier, I will waive your appearance. Is that a 3-2 at the end or 3-3? 3-2?
3-2, could be 5:32.
Well, he's your lawyer. I'm going to waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court. But you got to stay in touch with him. You understand?
Sure.
Okay, I've texted you to the cell phone. We'll have you sign your reset and then you're good to go. Okay, good luck, Mr. Frazier.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, man.
Are you texting it to me or are you putting it in the?
I chatted it to you.
Oh, chatted it. Okay. Good
Yeah,
enough.
so take care. Look at the chat, okay?
Gotcha. Thank you.
Are we doing a plea?
Yes, Judge, but just want to make sure we do waive the DPS fine for Mr. Garza.
Is it a first or is it a second?
First, Judge?
Yeah. But let's get this done because I need to take off.
Yes, Judge. Sorry about that. I was in felony court.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Mr. Garza, come up this one?
And since, can you get the waiver?
Yes, I'll do that right now.
Did you do the will?
We need you to sign.
You're gonna have to sign it from the front.
So this is your next court date. You do not have to, I just call them because. Okay, that's it, you're free now. Right on blue, pressing right on. Pressing all. All right, Judge, that's all.
And then Deputy, we have one more person for you to take in.
Yes.
Mr. Proctor. Mr. Proctor,
You can see your friend will come back.
Sorry.
you now have 2 warrants for your arrest for failure to abide by the bond conditions for continually picking up cases. So we're taking you into custody now. You have the 2 warrants. So he goes with you. Come on up, Mr. Garza. Mr. Garza, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you have done. You need to understand that this charge, it's going to go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. You ever get pulled over again, an officer is going to see this. If they smell anything funky, if they smell alcohol, if they smell marijuana, it's not going to go well for you. It's probably not going to go well for you. Don't give them the ammunition. Don't really. All you have to do is one button on your phone. A car will take you wherever you want to go, $40. You understand?
Understood.
Right. It's not hard. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization, and give up the right to appeal, like I said. So that's why it stays on your record. Is this what you want to do?
I'm gonna have to plead, plead guilty.
Is this what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor,
Your other option is trial.
This is the only best option right now. In trial, I would need better representation, and you being a defense attorney, you know how this is gonna go, and it's not gonna work out. And I'm not in a financial I'm sorry, to interrupt you, Your Honor. I'm not in a financial standpoint for trial, so.
Our lawyer if you want. But
Yeah.
you need to understand, I'm not going to take this plea if you don't think you're guilty. You know, we don't play games here, right? You need to understand that he's got a lot of stuff going on in his life too. He's got hundreds of cases, right? So the evidence is out there. It is what it is. Have you been able to see the evidence?
I have, and it's
Not good, but it's not bad either.
Talk about the facts of the case.
Well, I'm just saying, if you've seen what's out there, I don't know. I have not seen it, but juries aren't dumb.
Yeah.
They know what drunk people look like. They know what intoxicated people. Drunk doesn't have to be falling down stupid where you pissed all over yourself. And no, it doesn't have to be like that. And you understand?
I understand.
Because this is a lifetime decision that you make today. Once you do this, there's no turning back. So you need to be fully aware, because like I said, there's no more proverbial slaps on the wrist. From now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up here. So if you want to do it, we can. If you don't, we can set you for trial. Did you apply for PTI or no?
Judge, we talked a lot about PTI and it was an income issue. He just doesn't think he can afford PTI, but we've had many conversations about it.
That's something you're going to pay for it one way or the other. You know, DPS is going to start charging you for this thing, right? Your insurance is going to skyrocket. Insurance now is crazy as it is. So you're going to pay for it one way or the other. The option for PTI is if you're granted entry into it and you complete it, the case gets dismissed.
Not a financial standpoint, Jaden. Like, I've been over my financials and I don't want to be in a bigger hole than what I'm already in.
You don't want a trial?
I'm waiving the right to a trial.
Okay, all right. How do you plead to the case? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'll find you guilty. I'm going to send you to the agreement. The only thing, just don't pick up another one. If you think that this was bad, wait till you get a second DWI. Wait till you get it only gets worse. Now, he's asking me to waive the fee for you, which is a $3,500 fee. I'm going to do it now, but you pick up a second DWI, it's a $6,000 fee, not to mention the minimum of 30 days in jail. So get a clue. It's not hard. You understand? All right, best of luck, man.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Just be safe. It's not hard. All right, done. Money. What's your last name, sir? Hughes? Say it again?
Two motions.
I don't see Hughes on, do you see Hughes on the docket?
It's two motions to restore property, Judge.
Oh, I've not even been given.
And the lawyer, I'd say we just let the lawyer approach it and talk about it.
I didn't even see that one's been filed.
Judge, I think it was brought in and given sort of authority.
I don't have time.
Was it the financial?
No, it's two motions to restore. I don't have time to look at it now. If you want to file it. They can leave copies with me and then we can take a look at it later this week if you want. Pick a day that you want to come back and then we can take a look at it. It's just now coming to my attention. I don't even know. And do you guys don't even have it?
Is that the one you gave him this morning?
Well, no, so Trey came over to me and he said, hey, these were out there. I came back and said definite no on this one. And I said, why? But I gave it back. I still have the other one. If I could get that.
So they're not on the docket, right? They just filed it at the sale. The judge is just on the people copies and so we're at it and it would come on their own sometimes.
Well, let's get started. So the first is 252. Oh, I think. That's how. It's probably won't feel it.
So, hold on. I'm going to tell you now that I want to see proof of ownership before I even grant it, like receipts.
Yeah, both receipts.
Receipts and stuff like that. Okay? So file everything and then we can take a look at it. Okay?
I had gave the paperwork to him. He said that it was already he walked out earlier, but he said.
I haven't seen it. And then I got to roll. I'm already late at it.